never coming back.
Reigns with a Superman punch to Strowman.
You want me to go to hell? I'm taking you with me.
Strowman trying to drive Reigns through the Tron. Braun Strowman with evil intentions. Wait a minute. Roman Reigns with Strowman on his shoulders.
It's always been about you and I. At Hell in a Cell, I am going to rip you apart. And I'm going to be the one who wins it.
There's such a storied rivalry between Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman. There's only one fitting place to write the last chapter inside Hell in a Cell.
And it all happens at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view event streaming live on the WWE Network this Sunday. It is a dual-branded pay-per-view. It starts at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. And in order to see it, head to WWENetwork.com right now and sign up.
And not just the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, you also get WWE Super Showdown from Melbourne, Australia, which comes to you 3 weeks from Saturday. So with this, you get the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view and WWE Super Showdown, which are free for new subscribers.
So head to WWENetwork.com right now to sign up. And speaking of Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, this Sunday in San Antonio, a very personal matchup, a friendship that has crumbled since SummerSlam comes to a head as Charlotte Flair defends her SmackDown Women's title against Becky Lynch, streaming live on the WWE Network. And guys, talking about a big opportunity tonight for Sonya Deville against the champ.
And her opponent, accompanied by Mandy Rose from Shimon, New Jersey, Sonya Deville.
Talk about a big opportunity for Sonya Deville, Tom, but what about what Charlotte Flair is risking right now? This close to a championship match, a title defense against Becky Lynch, who arguably knows the Queen better than anybody in WWE. Sonya Deville can inflict some serious punishment on Charlotte tonight.
Oh, without a doubt, this is a serious threat, but if you know anything about Charlotte Flair, Corey, you know this is Charlotte's comfort zone. Being in the trenches, competing, no matter what the stakes are. And at the same time, Byron, you step into the ring with someone like Sonya Deville, to Grace's point, that close to a pay-per-view title defense. Sonya Deville is someone with mixed martial arts background could really be dangerous tonight against Flair.
Sonya's already gone on the record as saying she was offended that Charlotte Flair is looking at this as a warm-up match. She actually tweeted, "Queen, I'm going to rip you right off the pedestal."
We're going to find out. So here we go, Sonya Deville one-on-one here with Charlotte Flair. And my question, guys, is Charlotte Flair, she's putting on a facade right now that the situation with Becky Lynch isn't bothering her. Is she really that laser focused?
I think this is a prime example of a duck-on-the-water situation. Up top, everything looks smooth, but underneath the surface of the water, chaos.
Well, then we're going to find out real quick in this matchup where the focus is, where the mindset is of the SmackDown Live Women's Champion.
Questionable strategy by Charlotte Flair. I don't know if you want to grapple with a mixed martial artist as skilled as Sonya Deville right now.
If Sonya Deville's friend Mandy Rose looking on from ringside here, the two have had their success in the past on both Raw and SmackDown Live. Now Charlotte Flair taking control here against Sonya Deville. And personally, guys, going into this Sunday, Charlotte Flair is right at home. She is 18-2 in her career in singles championship pay-per-view matches.
Historically speaking, definitely a very strong number. That said,
shoulders down here on Flair and able to bridge out of this, showing off her power here. Gets out of the cover from Deville.
For a backslide is the Queen.
Sonya Deville, one of the few superstars in WWE that can match Charlotte power for power.
Nothing fancy about that, just creating a little whiplash effect by grabbing the Queen's hair. But to your point, Phillips, 18-2 is an incredible record. That said, Charlotte Flair has never been in this situation. She has never been stabbed in the back with such a fresh wound as having someone as close to her as Becky Lynch to defend against.
You're right, Corey. Look, Charlotte has dealt with a lot in her life, a lot of emotional and traumatic experiences, but those were all...
Look out! Oh, and a knee right on the bridge of the nose. Deville looking for the upset here and a kick out.
All those experiences were away from WWE. They were away from the ring. But I think it's very telling what we heard from Charlotte Flair last week when she flat out said, "Listen, Becky, you were always an equal as a friend, but in the ring..."
Oh, wait a minute. Trying to put this thing away here against Deville and a kick out.
But in the ring, you will always be second best compared to me.
Listen, if Becky Lynch was willing to turn her back on her best friend, that's how much the SmackDown Women's title means to the Irish Lass Kicker. What?
Sunset flip, trying to put away Flair again, and a knee right to the back of the neck.
What won't Becky Lynch do to knock off the Queen this Sunday?
Now Lynch, whoa, and Mandy Rose to the side there at the leg of Charlotte Flair. Oh, man, and DeVille. Forearm smash, what a big move by Charlotte. What a response from the Queen. The champion back in command. This matchup continues on SmackDown Live.
It's tough to top an original, so we added to the sides instead. It's the cheesy gordita crunch you know and love, now completely new. The $5 double cheesy gordita crunch box, only at Taco Bell. The number one movie in the world is televising audiences everywhere.
Network is there for her whenever she needs it. We've got your back, Sarah. Choose Spectrum Business for your business and get internet and voice services you can count on.
Need a change of scenery? The Kayak Price Forecast tool tells you whether to wait or book your flight now, so you can be confident you're getting the best price. Giddy up. Kayak. Search one and done.
Only Invisalign clear aligners are made with smart track material to precisely move your teeth to your best smile. See how Invisalign treatment can shape your smile up to 50% faster today at Invisalign.com.
Real Country premieres this November on USA.
Back here on SmackDown Live and our women's champion Charlotte Flair in a world of trouble right now against Sonya Deville. And again, Charlotte Flair has a title defense against performer like Becky Lynch looming this Sunday at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view.
I know you were singing the praise of the Queen earlier, that this is where she excels in high-pressure situations all the time, but right now, Sonya Deville's putting a hurting on the champion.
Wait. Sunset flip, looking for a cover. Deville able to escape. And now Charlotte Flair going the back suplex. Well, to your point, Corey, Sonya Deville, nothing to lose in this match, everything to gain, but we see the fight of the Queen, the resiliency. Oh,
I certainly don't think Charlotte Flair needs to prove herself to anybody in the WWE. Her resume speaks for itself. I'm just really concerned that when Becky Lynch is across the ring from the Queen, it's going to be a whole different situation for the champ.
Think about it this way. Don't you think Charlotte wants Becky to watch this? Wants Becky to see how prepared she is for this Sunday? Oh, into a backbreaker and driven into the canvas by Charlotte. Hey, here's my question, guys. Becky Lynch has done a tremendous amount over the last few weeks, threw away a friendship. What if she fails again on the biggest stage?
If that's the case, then Becky Lynch has nobody to blame but herself. She took this risk. She put herself in this situation, much like the Queen right now.
Went for a moonsault, and it looked like DeVille got a hold of the midsection with the knees. Now DeVille. Oh, and a spine buster to Charlotte Flair. This could do it to put away the champion. Hook to both legs and a kick out of 2.5. And Mandy Rose can't believe it on the outside, and Sonya Deville nearly came up with a monumental win for her career. We've seen so many times when it comes to opponents of Charlotte Flair, frustration can be your undoing.
You certainly have to figure out a way to prepare for the iron will of the Queen. Wicked knees from DeVille.
Now DeVille able to break the grip there. Oh, wait a minute. Could be looking for a triangle here.
Can the Queen fight it off? DeVille trying with everything she's got left.
Charlotte Flair trying to use her power against DeVille. Incredible power. Look at Charlotte Flair. Oh, the ropes. Back of the neck into the ropes. And now driven down. Here's a cover on DeVille. And Charlotte Flair can't put her away.
She messed up.
Charlotte just spent a great deal of energy, maybe the last bit she had in the tank. And Charlotte's still now looking for a
figure four here. Can she bridge into the figure eight? Almost there. And the figure eight locked in. Sonya Deville taps out to the Queen.
Here is your winner by submission, the SmackDown Women's Champion, Charlotte Flair.
Well, I don't think there's any question this match took a lot out of Charlotte Flair, but it also sent a bold and direct message to Becky Lynch of what is to come this Sunday.
The Queen had better be prepared to defend her throne against maybe the biggest threat it has ever known.
Charlotte Flair said she thrives on competition like she sustained here tonight from Sonya Deville, and also said she's willing to do whatever it takes Sunday to retain her championship.
Charlotte Flair has been in the ring with the best of the best, the most powerful women in WWE, some of the strongest, some of the fastest, and the Queen always finds a way to prevail. But no opponent has ever known Charlotte Flair as well as her best friend, Becky Lynch. It could completely change the complexion of SmackDown with women division.
Without question, the most emotionally challenging match that
Hey, wait a minute! Oh my God! It's a member of the WWE Universe!
Becky Lynch.
No, it's not.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
It's Becky Lynch!
I mean, why now? What? Becky's got her opportunity on Sunday.
Becky didn't want to wait for Sunday. Becky wants to get whatever upper hand she can against her former best friend.
You realize what this means? Becky Lynch was front row this entire time and just watched every move the Queen just made.
Now to disarm her on the entranceway!
This could be the scene this Sunday at Hell in a Cell.
Another blindside attack from Becky Lynch on her former best friend. So much contempt, so much disdain.
That title's coming home with me. It's been 2 years too long.
And it's all about the SmackDown Live Women's Championship. And to the point of Becky Lynch, 2 years from today was when Becky Lynch won her first championship here in WWE. Becky Lynch hell-bent on winning the championship this Sunday at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. Now, also that same night, we'll see AJ Styles defend his WWE title against Samoa Joe. We heard the very candid thoughts from AJ Styles earlier on tonight, saying he's not going to stand for the intimidation tactics of Samoa Joe. Well, we received this message from Samoa Joe directed to AJ and the entire Styles family.
Gather round, everyone, and quiet down. I'm going to read you a bedtime story. Tonight, I have just a tale to send you off to dreamland. It has a hero and a villain. But don't worry, this one has a happy ending. It's called Night Night AJ by Samoa Joe. There once was a man who lived in a house that he built for his kids and his spouse. He defended his house against one, against all. He started to believe he was 10 feet tall.
SmackDown Live is the house that AJ Styles built.
His head in the clouds, so high above all, he'd forgotten his family. Not even a call. Until from the west, a man had appeared. A submission machine all warriors revered.
What the hell is happening?
It was an ambush! Samoa Joe trying to put the WWE champion to sleep!
Styles is out cold.
In the midst of his journey, he heard haunting cries. He learned of the house of broken promises and lies. The child, she was frightened. The wife was distraught. They hoped and they prayed a humbling lesson would be taught. The situation was horrible, terribly bad.